All right, folks, it's finally here. It's your commissioner coming to you from beautiful Motor City, Michigan. That's Detroit, for those of you not in the know. It is Thursday, September 6th, and it is finally opening day of the National Football League. Let's fuck.
All right, let's fuck. Let's fuck.
What that means, it is finally the day of your week 1 preview. Let's jump right into it. We'll start off with something a little new. So, as you know, after every week we do our power rankings. Well, on the preview for the next week, I'm going to start doing a weekly projected rankings. That'll be pretty much in order of what we think, and when I say we, I mean the 94 experts that are calculated in this fucking thing. What we think the scoring breakdown will be week by week, team by team. So if you're first on the list, you're projected to score the most points. If you're last on the list, you're projected to score the least points, so on and so forth throughout the week. So let's jump right into it. Let's look at our week 1 power rankings. Top of the list, we have Ryan McCallum. No surprise there. Second up, Team Coyle. Third, Jensen. Reynolds is 4th. Your commissioner comes in at 5. Sokol's at 6. Jack's at 7. Walter's at 8. TJ comes in at 9. Cole's at 10. McCallum at 11. And finally, Patrick brings up the rear in 12, just the way he likes it. Now, with that being said, let's jump into our game-by-game breakdown so you can see exactly where you compete within all the teams on this ranking. So, first up, we have Ryan McCallum at about a 28-point favorite taking on Patrick Troy. Should be no surprise here. Ryan's team looks really good. Pat's team looks like Pat's team usually looks. Ryan is projected to win just about every single positional category, with the exception of one quarterback and a tight end, because Patrick's got Gronk. So I'll be very surprised if this one ends up going Patrick's way come Monday night. Next up, we have your commissioner, again, no surprise, as a 22.5-point favorite, taking on Walter. This is, of course, without your commissioner's best quarterback in Carson Wentz, and his probably best player overall, Le'Veon Bell. We all know the issues going on there, but regardless, still projected to kick the shit out of Walter Camacho, as expected. Next up, we have Jensen, who's about a 12-point underdog, taking on Coyle. This one will be a better game. I still have my money on Coyle to win because this team is pretty loaded. But Jensen could give him a good run for his money depending on what happens. But their teams are decently evenly matched, so we'll see. Now the games all get kind of tight, to be honest. As a 3-point favorite, we have Cole taking on Jack. These two teams are very evenly matched. Jack only takes the positional categories in the 2 QB spots and 1 wide receiver spot. Not projected either team to score a ton of points, both under 140, but should be a good matchup regardless. Moving on now to Reynolds as a 2-point favorite taking on Sokol. This one's going to be a very good game. Both teams are projected to score in the high 130s. We'll see how that actually plays out, but each one kind of has their statistical, at least speaking, positional categories that they should dominate. We'll see what happens in the end. I know you're thinking 2 points, holy shit, that's close. Well, not as close as our game of the week. That's going to be McCallum taking on TJ, with TJ being a 0.1 point favorite going into Thursday night. I'm going to call this one a straight pick'em. Again, both teams projected in the mid to high 130s. Should be a pretty good game. It'll really come down to the health of Andrew Luck in his first game back in 100 years versus McCallum's side, the running backs that he's got playing on there. I know Royce Freeman was named the starter. I know Chris Carson is named the starter, but each one of those guys kind of has something to prove, so we'll see what happens as they go through their routines and through Monday night. All right, folks, that about wraps up our week 1 preview. Good luck out there, everybody. Stay safe. I believe that's all for now. Peace.